So, we cleaned up the apartment a little bit. Everything's a little more organized, a little nicer. Not quite as horrendous as it used to be. That chair it belongs to a neighbor of ours that just moved out. And this bicycle, and there's a couple other things that we got to get back to at some point. But, you know, with a clean apartment, there's always got to be one blemish. And that blemish is currently my bedroom because I decided I was going to start animating again. And I don't usually keep things very together. Like this whole suitcase here is all my Marvel Legends. That corner is where I do all my work, and then I got this giant light that I got from work. It's like the beauty light. So basically, it's like where you know, women would sit in the makeup chair and that light would come on, and you know, I decided I needed to have it for future like filmmaking endeavors, and ironically, it actually makes a pretty sweet animation tool. I've seen other animators do this kind of thing where they can hang figures off a string and animate them like frame by frame without having to actually like hold the figure. And that's a cool idea. I've never done it for you know, my wrestling stuff or anything, because usually it's only one figure in the air, so I can just hold on to it. But this definitely makes things easier when there's like more than one thing going on at a time, so I'll probably continue using that. And I know many of you are waiting to see the behind the scenes to the X-Men stop motion, so we'll get right into that. But also later on in the episode, I think it's finally time, since I officially started making the X-Men stop motion, that we'll get around to opening the Ultimate Captain America figure. Alright, stay tuned. Welcome, Captain here. Good to see you. I know I'm not going to keep you guys waiting. The reason why a lot of you guys are watching this is because you want to see the behind-the-scenes stuff about the X-Men Brotherhood. Not the behind-the-scenes, more just the sneak preview that I promised. So, without further ado, I'm going to show that right now. Check it out. So you can see that it's coming along pretty nicely. I really enjoy how, you know, how it's kind of looking so far. I want to try a couple of different things, and I have been trying a few different things, like I showed earlier with the, you know, the tripod with the pole, and you can hang the figures from it. But so I'm really excited to see what the response is when it comes out. I'm looking forward to putting it together. So those of you who just came to see the sneak preview, I hope you enjoyed it, and you know, the rest of this I'm just going to be talking about figures and other boring stuff that you don't care about. So, alright, take care. Those of you who stayed to watch the rest of this video, I really appreciate that. You guys are the real fans, the ones that actually care about why I'm doing what I'm doing, as opposed to just watching a product and being like, okay, that's pretty good. You guys are there for the making of, the behind the scenes, all that. So, you guys are the ones that I'm really dedicating this video to. First, I'm going to open up that Captain America figure that I mentioned earlier from 4-Star 918. And then, I'm going to give you guys yet another sneak preview of the X-Men. Because I got a few other things up my sleeve. I'd just like to, you know, show everybody what I'm doing. So, for those of you who stayed and decided to watch the rest of the video, you get the extra treat. Let's go open Captain America. I was watching Red Hulk 80's most recent video where he had a mint-on card Toy Biz Legend that, like, it had been opened, but he kept it on the card so that it would preserve that new figure smell that we all loved. And cracking open this Captain America figure, this is the first Toy Biz Marvel Legend that I've opened in years. And immediately the smell hit me, and I was like, ah, man, that's the stuff that used to get us collectors fired up. Probably because we were just like huffing paint, but still, there's something really nice about that smell. It just means you know you got a nice figure in your hands, or at least a new one. But in talking with 4-Star 918, which by the way is the reason why I have this figure, is because of his 4-Star 918 had the stop motion contest a while back, and they sent me this as a prize. So thank you guys once again for holding the contest. But I was talking with the guy that runs it, Kevin, and he basically said that this guy is like perfect for stop motion, and I know they've used this on a couple of videos, and I can definitely see where he's coming from, man. This figure is like ideal for stop motion, which comes in really handy since I got a small part for Captain America in my X-Men stop motion. I like how he has like individual like jointed fingers. Like I didn't realize they did that very often. I only had a couple of figures that do that. I think like Sabretooth was one of them, and Mr. Sinister, and like Avalanche. I don't know why Avalanche, out of all people, would need the individual finger joints, but whatever, he's got them. So this is basically my treat to myself for starting my my X-Men stop motion. My treat was that I got to open this guy up, and I can't wait to start animating with him. It's going to be a little while still, but at least now he's open, he's ready to go. Got the shield here. We're definitely good to go. Also, on the new side of things, I bought the first wrestling figure that I've bought in a long time. It's Bret the Hitman Hart from Mattel's, what was it, Best of Pay-Per-View line. This is the first like modern version of Bret Hart that they've made, I think. I should have bought the other ones, but there was, I think, 4 Mattel Bret Hart figures. One of them is an online exclusive. One of them is from the Royal Rumble series that got like horrible distribution, so I never even saw it. And then one was it like October 1997 pay-per-view, what do they call it, Canadian Stampede. And that was a really nice figure, but I just never saw it, so I never picked it up. And so I'm wondering what the distribution is with some of those. But this one I saw, I grabbed it. It came with the build-a-figure part of Michael Cole, the announcer. Well, I don't really care to build, you know, I'm just collecting the Hitman. I'm not really after the rest of the figures, so I already sold the build-a-figure part. But it's kind of cool to have him in a more modern attire, like how he's looking lately, because, I mean, he doesn't wrestle anymore. Well, I guess he kind of wrestled like 2 matches or whatever that year, but they put a lot of detail in the shirt and stuff, and the attire is really accurate. It's a nice figure. It's really, you know, really posable, really nice tight joints. Everything is cool about it. The only thing that it seems like they missed the mark was the face sculpt. I don't know if you can see with this blinding light, but I don't know. For some reason, Mattel just never seems to nail the faces as good as the previous company did. I mean, I could look at those figures back there and, you know, they're cartoonishly like proportioned and stuff, but you could tell that it's Bret Hart, you know, in the face. And Mattel just doesn't quite seem to have nailed that yet. But still, you know, it doesn't take away from the figure. I still like it. Glad to have it now, finally. You know, it's the first Mattel Bret Hart figure I have, so he fits in pretty nice with the rest. You know, I got a lot of different, you know, there's Hasbro, there's Toy Biz, there's all the Jakks Pacific, all the different styles of Jakks Pacific. We got the rubber guys, the plastic ones that they started making the classic. I even got the bendable, what was it, like Galoob, or I don't even know who used to do those, but yeah, so the Hitman collection, still growing, and you know, definitely cool to have that figure. Little endorsement on the side of one of my building sets. Why not, right? Throwback to one of the last videos I did. But so that's pretty much all I got for tonight. Like I said, I'm going to show off one more little sneak preview for the people who stuck around and watched the rest of the video. Like where X-Men Brotherhood is headed. Right now I got my plans to do like basically 5 or 6 mini episodes. I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take me to do each one yet. Like right now I'm just filming the first one, and I'm actually waiting on a figure that I really need to like do the story like the way I want to do it. So I'm waiting around for that. That should be arriving this week from a seller on eBay. But other than that, like the first 2 episodes I can film pretty quickly, and then anything after that, there's really not any more figures that I need to get for it. So it's really just a matter of like building the sets and getting dialogue and stuff. The thing I want to do is get a bunch of different people to do like voiceover parts, because I don't want it to sound like it's just me doing a bunch of the voices. Like that just would get kind of boring, I think, to the audience. So if you're interested, you know, if I know what you sound like already from watching your videos, let me know, you know, who you might want to voice. I'll let you know if they're even going to be in the storyline I'm writing, but if not, maybe we could just do a cameo and you could pop your voice into one of my stop motions real quick. Whatever the case may be. Alright, so thank you again for watching. Thanks to everybody for supporting my stop motion, and, you know, thanks to, well, basically thanks to the entire community for just doing what you do and enjoying it. Alright, this has been the Captain. Short video this time, but hope you enjoy the stop motion. Alright, thanks for watching.